Have you ever stopped to think about how much of your life has been wasted? Yes, those moments that seemed lost, that left deep marks and made you question the meaning of everything. And what if I told you that nothing was in vain, that the universe has the power to restore all the years you thought were lost? This may sound unbelievable, but stay with me, because what I'm going to reveal to you today could change the way you see life forever. Imagine that every challenge, every tear, every closed door was actually preparing you for something greater, something you still can't fully see. It's not just a matter of faith, but of understanding the signs and mechanisms the universe uses to heal us, transform us, and align us with our true purpose. In this video, we will explore together the secrets of the cosmos. We will unravel how these invisible forces act, how they can restore your time and renew your life. So before we begin this journey, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell so you don't miss any content. And if you share these messages, you could help many more people than you imagine. When the universe begins to work on your restoration, the first sign that appears is a deep inner healing. You know, that emotional weight, those invisible wounds you often don't even notice, but that are still there, draining your energy and well-being. The universe, with its infinite wisdom, acts gently but effectively, bringing a healing that is not only mental but also physical. You may not perceive it immediately, but little by little, that constant fatigue begins to diminish. The sadness dissipates, and you feel a growing renewal. This is not a coincidence. As it restores your years, the universe initiates this process with a touch of genuine healing. It's as if an invisible veil were lifted, revealing a new state of fullness. You begin to feel lighter, more energetic, as if your soul were finally breathing freely. This is also reflected in your body. The pains, the tensions, even the health problems that seemed unsolvable start to fade. Emotional healing becomes the foundation for true fulfillment, where you not only free yourself from the scars of the past, but also grow stronger. And the most remarkable thing is that you understand this healing is only the beginning. It prepares the ground for what is to come. Now imagine the next sign, a wave of unexpected blessings. Are you ready to discover how the universe will also surprise you with this? As the universe continues its journey of restoration, the second clear sign that manifests is the arrival of abundance and unexpected blessings. It's not just about money, but about a series of events that seem magical, as if the universe were conspiring in your favor. It may start with help from a stranger, a job opportunity that appears out of nowhere, or even an unexpected act of kindness that reminds you life can be astonishing. These blessings, often small at first glance, carry the energy of something much greater, the manifestation that the universe is in control and is restoring what you thought was lost. It's as if a new door opened before you, one you didn't even know existed. But that brings with it everything you need at this moment in your life. Abundance is not limited to the material. It expands into relationships, moments of peace, and the deep understanding that the universe is bringing everything you need to reach your dreams. And the most surprising part? When you begin to perceive these signs, you realize everything is part of a greater plan. The universe is not only restoring time, but also gifting you everything that was always yours by right. As you look around, you feel that the next sign from the universe is closer than ever, an uncontrollable desire to help others. Do you want to know how this happens? Let's continue. As the universe continues its work of restoration, a powerful transformation arises in your heart. an uncontrollable desire to serve others. But not in a superficial or forced way. This compassion comes from within, like a flame that burns softly but with an intensity that cannot be ignored. You begin to realize that your own life, full of challenges, has prepared you to pour your heart into the suffering of others. You feel a deep urge to make a difference, to help without expecting anything in return. This transformation doesn't happen overnight, but it clearly reflects that the universe is operating within you, promoting an internal change that goes far beyond isolated actions. The desire to serve is no longer an obligation, but a divine impulse. The universe, with its benevolent energy, awakens in you a sincere desire to be a channel of love and support for others. You begin to understand that by helping others, you also help yourself, and that by spreading kindness, you are restoring your own soul. This generosity that arises within you has no limits and is reflected in gestures of affection, attention, and even moments of listening for those who need it. And the most impressive part is that when you wholeheartedly embrace this new mission of service, the universe, with its restorative force, begins to mold you for a new purpose. Now imagine what happens when this transformation combines with a resilience that emerges from the deepest part of your being. Are you ready to discover how the universe strengthens you even more? As the universe works on restoring your life, one of the most powerful signs that emerges is the building of an unshakable inner strength. The challenges and obstacles of the past may have tested you to the limit, but the universe, with its infinite wisdom, begins to strengthen you in a way you never imagined. You feel renewed energy, as if you were being prepared to weather any storm that may arise. Those fears that once seemed insurmountable now become small details along your path. Resilience arises as a quality that transcends all difficulties, allowing you to face everything with a quiet confidence, knowing the strength now dwelling within you is far greater than any external adversity. This new strength is not something you have to strive to obtain. It is a gift from the universe that propels you forward when the road seems arduous. You feel you can face challenges with renewed courage, as if the universe were guiding you with an invisible hand through this restoration process. With this resilience also comes a clarity of purpose. You begin to reconnect with what truly matters and with what aligns with your destiny. Every step you take is an affirmation that you are on the right path, that the universe is by your side, and that your journey, no matter how difficult, is shaping you for something grand. And as you look ahead, you realize the next sign of restoration involves a deeper realm, the discovery of your true purpose in life. Are you ready to find out what the universe has in store to show you? When the universe begins to restore the years you believed were lost, one of the most transformative signs you experience is the realignment with your divine purpose. Throughout life, you may have strayed from the path. Perhaps you got lost in circumstances or choices that were not in tune with what you were truly born to do. But as the restoration process advances, you begin to feel an inner force guiding you back to what truly matters. Life starts to make sense in a new and profound way, as if the pieces of the puzzle were finally fitting together. Desires and decisions that once seemed scattered now align perfectly with the universe's greater plan. This realignment is not forced, it is natural and organic. You start to experience a deep sense of joy and fulfillment in activities and decisions that used to seem insignificant or confusing. Your actions become more conscious, more guided by an inner wisdom that transcends the limits of the ego. When you follow this path, doubt and uncertainty vanish. You feel with a unique clarity that you're in the right place at the right time. The universe, with its restorative energy, guides you toward the fulfillment of your true purpose, and each step you take strengthens you even more. Now, imagine the feeling of peace and satisfaction that comes with this reconnection, because the next sign you will discover is precisely a sense of peace that arises in the midst of chaos. Are you ready to experience this divine tranquility? As the universe restores your life, one of the most powerful signs you experience is an inner peace that arises in a surprising way, even in the midst of chaos. Life can be full of challenges and unforeseen events, but as you align yourself with the universe's restorative force, this peace begins to fill your heart and mind. No matter what is happening around you, you feel an unshakable calm within, as if nothing could affect the balance you now carry. This state of serenity does not come from the absence of problems, but from the ability to face them with confidence, knowing everything is unfolding exactly as it should, guided by a higher force. It is a peace that transcends any logic, that goes beyond external circumstances. You begin to realize that even in the most challenging situations, calm remains within you like an anchor. It doesn't matter if the world seems to be falling apart, because you have a deep certainty that the universe is taking care of everything. This inner peace is one of the greatest gifts of restoration, because it allows you to navigate difficulties lightly without losing focus. You feel that regardless of what happens, you are being guided back to your purpose. And this tranquility is just a reflection of the transformation taking place. As this peace merges with an even deeper desire for spiritual connection, another transformative sign arises: a hunger for a deeper spiritual connection. This thirst is not simply for knowledge, but for a direct and intimate experience with the divine. You begin to realize that beyond material or worldly things, what truly fills your soul is the search for something higher, something that transcends the limits of human understanding. The universe, with its infinite wisdom, awakens in you a need to connect with the cosmos, with the forces that govern the universe, and with the deepest spiritual truths. The spiritual practice you may have previously overlooked or carried out superficially now becomes a vital necessity. It is a tireless quest to understand life on a higher level. This spiritual hunger goes beyond rituals or dogmas. You feel a natural pull towards sacred texts, meditation practices, prayers, and moments of silence that allow you to connect with the divine in a unique way. It's as if your spirit were being nourished by something much greater, something that transcends intellectual understanding. Each moment of introspection and connection becomes more meaningful, bringing clarity and a sense of belonging in the vast universe. You begin to realize that restoration is not only an external process, but also an internal transformation that elevates your consciousness. And the most wonderful part is that as you seek this deeper connection, you start to perceive how everything around you is interconnected and how everything aligns perfectly. This prepares you for a new awakening that comes with extraordinary clarity of thought. As the universe's restoration process intensifies, one of the most evident signs you experience is a mental clarity like never before. Those moments of confusion and uncertainty that felt so heavy begin to disappear. It's as if an invisible veil were lifted from your eyes and you could see your life, your path, and your challenges with astonishing sharpness. Decisions that once seemed difficult or even tangled now flow more naturally. You begin to see each step as part of a greater plan and feel a deeper understanding of the situations and people around you. The answers that once seemed distant now become evident, as if everything were fitting together perfectly. This clarity of thought is not only intellectual, but also intuitive. You begin to pick up the universe's signs and messages more easily, understanding the purpose behind the events occurring in your life. What once seemed an insurmountable obstacle now appears as an opportunity for growth. The past, with its falls and failures, transforms into valuable lessons that have shaped your path. This expanded vision not only improves your ability to make decisions, but also gives you a sense of alignment with your divine purpose. You begin to realize that every choice, no matter how small, is being carefully guided by the universe. And as you experience this clarity, you recognize that the next sign is even deeper: the restoration of your most significant relationships. As the universe continues to restore what seemed lost, one of the most exciting signs you begin to experience is the healing of your damaged relationships. Those connections that seemed irreparable, those bonds that over time wore down and seemed to have no solution, now transform. The universe, with its infinite kindness, begins to work to heal these wounds and return harmony where there was once conflict. What seemed irremediable becomes a new opportunity for healing and forgiveness. People from your past with whom you had distanced yourself begin to appear unexpectedly, bringing with them conversations that needed to happen but had been postponed for a long time. These reconciliations aren't just about words, but about genuine understanding that arises from healed hearts. This restoration process goes beyond simple reconciliations. It involves a deep transformation in the relationships themselves. You begin to notice that true healing comes from an inner change that allows you to see others with more empathy and forgiveness. Past mistakes stop being seen as failures and become opportunities for mutual growth. Reconnecting with those who are important to you brings a renewed sense of peace and balance. And the most surprising thing is that this restoration isn't limited to the past. It also opens doors to new relationships that are stronger and aligned with your life purpose. Now imagine how this restoration, along with all the signs you have experienced, can lead you to a state of true fulfillment. So, what do you think? Have you noticed any of these signs from the universe in your life? What have been the most impactful changes you have experienced in your own restoration process? If you made it to the end of this video, comment, "I'm awake," and I'll respond personally. And if this content resonated with you, subscribe to be part of it and give it a like if you enjoyed it. See you next time.